Man, you know, your boy Johnny Brento hardly ever has breakfast. We just ate at a Cracker Barrel at North Myrtle here, right across from Barefoot Landing. Man, it was so freaking good. They had the fire roaring. I probably sat at that fire for 10 minutes, and Nancy kept going back to it. It was nice, and but what I had steak and eggs. It was a New York strip, 2 eggs scrambled, and freaking layered cheese hash brown casserole. Oh, I am flattened right now, dude. It just did the opposite of waking me up. It made me sleepy, and now we're going to hit those massages. Man, but we got a big night tonight. We're going to be walking probably 2 or 3 miles at the Festival of Lights situation at Brook Green Gardens. We saw them putting it together last time we were down, and I know it's going to be massive. That's just a massive place that blew my mind just being there. Never seen so many sculptures in one location, never seen as big of a garden in person. And we're going to have Delilah and Summer with us. Yesterday was a flipping flurry of activity. Delilah got a little overstimulated by the end of the day, and we were just gassed last night. We were absolutely exhausted. I always ask myself, I don't know if it's the medicine they got me on for this, blood clot situation / kidney stone, because it does affect for sure, it does affect my endurance and my long-term energy over the course of a day. Not awful, but when it hits me, it just hits me out of the blue, and I'll go from feeling normal to being like, for like 10 minutes. But anyway, actually, I'm pausing that medication today for a procedure to once again try to remove this kidney stone, since the one I had last week failed. This is the shock therapy or whatever it is, where they try to shock it apart, and I needed to pause my the blood clot medication for that for 3 days. So hopefully I'll feel amazing, and I'll be like, yo doc, I don't really need to go back on this, and whatever. I think it's all just out of a abundance of caution, because I do think that my blood clot was caused by COVID. There's just so many things to point to that, and none of the other markers are matching up for me to have blood clots. So I think that's what it was. I'm not super worried about it. I mean, at the end of the day, we all live by God's grace. You want to take a reasonable precaution, but at the same time, you don't want to spend your life worrying about how you're going to go out, because when it's time for you to go, you're going. The less time you can spend worrying about it, the better. Just take, reasonable precautions. So that's what I'm doing right now, making some changes to the diet, although that is off the table for vacation. Let's just be real. But yeah, it's going to be back to fasting in no time. And if things go well this week, I'll be past this phase where I'm having to limit my working out and all that, and I'll be back to the program. We just passed 2 days ago, it was 1 year since I started fasting, and I lost about 80, and I think I'm probably down around, like, I've lost 65, 68 ish now. So you kind of like lose it, you gain back, that sort of thing, but still in the right direction. And I said I would do this as many years as it took to get to where I'm no longer obese. So that's like 50 to 60 pounds away from me. So I gotta lose that. Gonna do it. Just not going to get discouraged, not going to get in my head about it. Going to go back to the fasting every day like I did before. Not probably going to keep up with it on Facebook this time, because that was actually a lot of upkeep. But anyway, things are going great, only getting better.